So there are some absolutely incredible airfields along here. Now I know I said do not use the VFR map. This is one situation where the map actually is kind of helpful because we're just looking for these landing locations. So I will use the VFR map here, and we'll hop to each one of these little airfields. So we're just gonna go. Let's make sure, see if anyone else is loaded up. Okay, so we got some more traffic. Looks good. So basically, this is just going to be. I didn't crash. That's awesome. It's going to be a little bit of a free-for-all. I don't have any bush flying experience, so I can't give any tips from a I've done this in the real world perspective. The only thing that I can give you from a real world perspective is what's called a high alpha approach, and it is a version of a short field approach, but it is particular to excuse me, really needing to get it stopped short. And it in real life, it's a relatively dangerous maneuver for for a couple of key reasons. One is that you're very low. Whenever you're low, if anything happens, you have a lot less time to react. Engine goes out, you're really low. The other thing is you're really slow. So again, you either want airspeed or altitude. If you have a little bit of both, that is not a good, that is a dangerous situation. If you have a lot of either, you're in a better situation. If you have a lot of both, that's the safest situation. So when you're coming into these really short fields and you've got the flaps out, you want to be high angle of attack, high power setting, and you drag it in on the prop. And ideally, you want to be riding on the stall horn. Like in a 172, there's two stall horns. There's a normal one, and then there's like a really pissed off one. And you want to be before the really pissed off one. So just riding the first stall horn. So you just kind of like hang it in there. And now these planes, in order to get the shortest landing distance, you ideally want to plant the tail. It's almost impossible to do in this sim just the way they have it. It doesn't let you get your angle of attack that steep. So you end up coming in and three-pointing it. But you want to be looking up when you land. If you're landing with the tail up, you're coming in too fast. And you can even, while these planes are on the ground, if you go full power and slowly push the nose forward, you'll actually get the tail up. So that's how much authority you have, slow. So you want to be established and as slow as possible in order to get the shortest the shortest landing distance possible. So yeah, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. This is actually an insane place to land. It's probably the toughest out of all of them in terms of difficulty to actually land. Captain Nibble, welcome aboard. So what we could do, and this will be something that we're gonna kind of have to self-police here without any radio comms helping us out, is take off, circle, and then try to come back and land on this same airport. It's going to be pretty crazy. So we're going to get the first notch of flaps in. So you can see here on the Cub, we got two notches. You've got first notch here, second notch. Was there three? No, just two. Yeah. So that's full. We're going to take off with the first notch in there, and I'm going to come really, really slowly over the edge, because this drops down really quick, and I actually don't want to I'm just going to kind of sneak through here. You don't want to actually punch it right here because we'll be halfway flying by the time we get to the edge here. No, you don't. Yeah, Captain Nibble. They land caravans and PT-6s. This is just more of a like bush flying discussion in general. These planes are fine. We're gonna have plenty of runway. So I'm full back pressure. That's really sketchy. Now I'm gonna go full power. Get the tail up. 1, 2, 3, and then you're up. As soon as we're underway, we get the flaps coming up, and we're off. But the one thing that we don't have, that caravans do have, is reverse. So they can, in some cases, actually get in shorter, maybe not shorter than a Cub, but shorter than your typical piston single. Dave, have a great night. Love you, dude. And we'll hopefully chat tomorrow. Alright, so did we get everybody off here? Yeah, it looks like everyone's off. So this is at 7,000 feet, which does not make things any easier. See if we can make this thing work. I'm not going to go up the hill. Let's see if we can just land it on that bottom tier. We're going to get established there with full flaps. Flaps are full down. Looks good. We got no asynchronous flap issues. Power idle and get it slowed down. Pitch the nose up a little bit. Let it kind of sink in. Just keep the nose up. Keep adding a little bit of power. I'm gonna clear that palm tree. I'll probably need to add a little bit more power with the nose up over that palm tree, and then pull the power. There's a stall horn. Give it a little power. Keep it on that stall horn. And we're down. No brakes either. You just float it down. We'll get out of the way of our friends here. We'll run over that sign. Oh, look out. Is he gonna make it? Okay, that looks good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. And there he goes into the trees. Oh, nice. Well done. Well done. Okay, so Carbon Cub is taken off. Tails up. Letting it hang there a little bit. Okay, that's good. All right. So first notch of flaps are down, and we're ready to go. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while. Have not done a little group flight in Papua in a while, and I have not flown this little Cub in a while, which is, I think, my second favorite plane in this sim, next to the 152. So we're gonna have some fun ripping around in this. We get the tail up. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, and up. Little discoordination there on the takeoffs.
Yo, all traffic in the area, please advise.
Ryan, dude, you gotta get in on this, man. You gotta get in on this, dude. It is so. This is like right up our alley, dude.
Pull up. Pull up.
It's so good. Slugbug, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard. Good thing y'all didn't have the live weather on. Visibility is like 100 feet. Yeah, that is really one of the key reasons why this area is so dangerous, is because of the weather, which we've of course taken that out of the equation. No, we're in Papua. Lovely Papua. Where'd you go, man? Where, like for work or for fun? Yeah, Ryan, did we tell you that there is an actual like hidden subgroup for Ryans? Because we have so many Ryans in the Discord, it's hilarious. Yakima for food, nice. That is a road trip, holy crap. Yeah, wow. I love flying here for a number of reasons. The scenery looks great. The other thing is there's so many small little airports just in a row that it's not like you don't have to fly very far to get a bunch of different airports right in a row, which I really like, because we've talked about this before, that landing in flight simulators really is its own thing versus landing in a real plane. But that being said, I love doing it. So I never have or will be a long haul guy, because I like landing and approaches way too much. So this type of flying is perfect for me because it's short little hops to cool little fun airports. There's a cool out, I think, outside of Yakima. There's a what? Cool airport, maybe? Cool one. Oh, there's a cool one outside of Yakima. I saw it on Google Maps and I wanted to check it out. So, got it. Yeah, you got to do that. That's pretty fun.
Pull up. Pull up.
And these valleys are beautiful, awesome. Ferocious Vegetarian. Thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard. How does handling on the sim differ from reality? In a ton of ways. A ton of ways. It's almost too many ways to even quantify, really. But that's a really good question. I can try to answer it, but basically, you have so many more active varying variables in real life that you don't have in the sim. Part of it is environmental, part of it is feel, part of it is just physics in general. You're trying to replicate physics here in a very complicated manner that you can kind of get away with in a lot of ways in like racing sims, because you're dealing with gravity, friction, tires, suspension. Like you've got these defined values that you can kind of build in a more accurate simulation, versus flying where you have wind, you have air density, constantly changing winds and air densities. You've got a lot more varied methods of controlling the plane and feeling the plane versus a car where you just have basically a steering wheel moving you left or right. Whereas the yoke, you've got, this three-dimensional travel, and it's just a lot more complicated to break down to ones and zeros. So that's kind of like the why. But what that translates into is, in the real plane, there's a way to feel that you don't get in the sim. Like you can't feel that you're uncoordinated in the simulator. You can feel when you're uncoordinated in the real plane, as an example, and that's just side loading and just the way the plane feels. you can still enact the same inputs and get a similar result in the attitude of the plane. So if I put in full left rudder and full right aileron, it will roughly do what the plane will do in the real world. It will the nose will go to the left and the wing will drop if I'm in a slip. But what it doesn't do is give you the sensation of how that's handling that and what the air is doing around that. Like, it's not as clean as the Sin is right now. Obviously winds are pretty much calm, but it's just a very sterile feeling, and depends on what type of plane, what the conditions are, what the how the plane feels to you. That's a bunch of rambling nonsense. I apologize. We are...
This is a good use of tax dollars, okay?
And there it is. Taserface, you jinxed it. Julia is making clean dishes. Oh, fudge. Besides the percussion ensemble. Yeah, she's making some dishes. So thank you everybody for joining. Yeah, we'll get caught up here while this thing loads up. What I'm gonna actually do is go. Let's see if this will work. I'm gonna go to display capture. I'm gonna go to. What happens if I go here? What happens if I go here? If I do shit. If I do this and then say I want video All right, we'll try this. While I get this loaded up, I will do display capture, and we'll do this.
November 57, Papa, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8, good day. 126.8, thank you. Sub 1395, contact approach 124.9, good day. Lima. Sub 1395, contact approach 124.9, good day. 249, Delta 1395, good day. Oscar 232, SoCal, descend VX, maintain 7,000. Descend VX, maintain 7,000, Oscar 232.
I will on. Thank you.
So this doesn't suck.
No.
It's got to be like 80 to 80 degrees right now. So we've dropped almost 30 degrees in outside air temperature.
Interesting going this far.
Thank God.
What'd you say?
It's pretty interesting going this far.
Dude, that looks so outrageously cool.
Approach 125.35.
125.35, 232.
Fort Tango Foxtrot traffic, 12 o'clock. 2.5 miles westbound, Sky House, 2,600 inbound to Signal Peak as well. Fort Tango Fox, thanks.
Did you get it?
Yeah, it looks fake. It looks like we're not flying.
SoCal, Centurion 731, Charlie Yankee, 3,500. 731 Charlie Yankee, SoCal, altimeter 2979. 2979, 1 Charlie Yankee.
could get him like in the. Can't though.
Give you another cross. Come on. Approach, good afternoon.
Okay, back. Back. I'm playing in 4K high-end settings. This area is beautiful. Yeah, this area is the best. Now where am I? Okay, I think we're back. We're back. All right, sorry about that. I will not hit that. I will not hit the VFR map again. How about that? I just spawned on Arnold, so I could see you guys flying around, and if you select another plane to spawn on, it'll set you back, or it'll set you where that plane is. It just happens that those planes are where I left off. So I didn't really set back where. I mean, you could just like right click it if you knew where you were. You could click as a departure area anywhere you want. But you're back in the saddle. All right, but we don't have our map. We're not going to use our map. Yeah, you can see players on the world map if you have all players on. You can see everybody that's in your server that you're currently logged into. So that makes it pretty easy, especially if you're trying to join in on friends. And that's one of the things that these guys really did a good job of implementing, and that's the multiplayer aspect of it. It is actually very seamless and works really nicely. Which is good, because this is a really, really fun part of doing this. So if we can have this level of multiplayer and ease of use to some degree, and then slowly add more complex planes, and that's a pretty good recipe for the future. But yeah, lesson learned on that one. Okay. We've got 3 airports to land at. Let's see if I can spot the first one here. Well, what Xbox is going to get is going to be pretty pared down. And by pretty pared down, I mean really pared down. Is there something over us? That is a great question. One of my favorite scotches that I, thank God, discovered. Oh, there it is. For the as the lockdown was beginning, is Kirkland. It is Kirkland Scotch. Oh yeah, that's pretty gnarly right there. This is gonna have to be a pretty, well, I mean, it's a cub. It doesn't need to be that short. Like Sam's brand. No, it's Kirkland brand Scotch, but it's freaking good. Oh, that was a stall. that was a stall. I love how this ortho tile has a plane on it too. That's pretty cool. At least you know this is actually an airfield. Yeah, that was not good. I'm out of practice on this thing. Ooh, we got somebody coming in. We'll give him space. How'd he do? How'd he do? Well done. Didn't stall it and land on a wing like I did. What did I... Ryan, did I not say Costco? What the hell did I say? I thought I said Costco brand. Alright, there we go. Full power. Whoa. Full power, and we're off. 1, 2, 3, and up. Oh, got it. Okay. And use terrain to your advantage. Lower the nose. Just like at Catalina, build up some speed. There's actually an airport over here. Showing one on 4-flight over back over here. Halfway in takeoff, my rudder said nope. It's not a good time for any control surface to say nope. Okay, where is this airport? It's saying that it's... Yeah, it's really... I don't know what... I mean, there's a bunch of rumors, most of which are not true about what Costco uses. But... I you know, whatever it is it's good. DC-3s take off pretty quick, and unfortunately that the DC-3 that was flying out of Catalina got some PT-6s put on it and sent down to South America somewhere. So we don't get to see that thing anymore. But yeah, I wish I would have seen that thing take off and land from Catalina. That would have been cool. Like, this looks like a airport there. We're gonna land on it regardless. Arnold, the DC-3 that was doing I think it was actually out of Long Beach, that was doing the cargo runs for Catalina, it sold and they shipped it down to somewhere in South America, and they did whatever, I can't remember what the name of it is, the PT-6 conversion. It may not be a PT-6 either, but it's a turboprop. It's definitely a turboprop conversion of it. I like that, Ryan. That's good. Oh, this is going to be a little touch and go right here. Second inch of flaps. Full power. 1, 2, 3, and up. And this is short field with an soft short obstacle. There we go. That was a fun one. Yeah, that's a nice little approach right there. do it live. We can do it all the way live. All right, we're gonna hit up two more airports. It's so dense with trees. Like X-Plane would never have looked like this at all. And it's awesome. This is so great. On sim versus reality, what about that? Let's see, what is that? Yeah, I mean that's awesome for racing. Like I think racing is a far better comparison for the real thing than flying is. For the feel, well, and even that, like the feel, nothing is a substitution for the real thing. You can get really, really close, and you know, even like the F1 teams use Codemasters to learn tracks. You know, the actual, well, I mean, you've seen Lando Norris, you know, on tracks, and like it's hugely helpful, but he's not going to ever claim that I don't need to do FP1, I'll just do it in the sim. From his perspective, that's omitting the importance of running practice for the chassis itself, but you know, the actual sensations of being in the plane, being on the track, you can't replicate it. You can get really close. You can make it where you know, you are convinced that you're in the real plane and this is feeling just like it. But even the best sims are not going to. I mean, the level D stuff, like the flight safety ones, have their quirks and stuff. So I don't know. Use it where it really is beneficial, and that is communication, navigation, procedures, and it'll be so much fun and so helpful. VR is, if you're learning how to fly, VR is not going to be very helpful. It's going to hinder you because you're not going to have access to checklists. You're not going to have access to ForeFlight. It's great for, it's fun. It's, you know, the depth perception is awesome. You know, it makes it easier to fly a pattern because you're able to look around and spot where you are. But if you're practicing pattern work in the sim, I mean, I've done it. I did it a lot, but I was kind of had a weird method of doing it. But it is like I've said this before as well, but if you've seen those Sporties posters where it's the panel of the plane, you know, it's a 172 or a Piper or whatever, and they use it for training, like, okay, where's the fuel pump? There it is. Where's the mixture? There. It's the sim is like a 3D manipulable version of that. It's like a glorified version of that. Yeah, and people might disagree with that, and that's fine. And you know, I disagree with people that say that, you know, you can learn how to land in the you know, by flying in the sim. It's down to the individual and what you like, how you learn and how to best utilize that. I've used the sim to learn how to find my way around the 172 panel. I'm pretty confident with it now for it. Yeah, that's what I did. Man, I was the moment that this clicked for me was I was in X-Plane on the ramp at Tacoma in a 172, and I couldn't get it started, and I called my dad, who's a pilot, and he's walking, and he hasn't flown a 172 in God knows how long, and he's walking through the startup procedure with me. He's like, okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, and where do you have that red plunger thing? I go, it's pulled out. He goes, okay, push that in and now start it. And it started up. And I was like, holy crap. Real world experience can help me start this plane in this computer game. This is legitimate. So yeah, you can totally learn your way around a cockpit, especially if you're using the real world checklist. And Hasim, I would even call up or go to the flight school before you go and say, hey, can I get a copy of or take a picture of the checklist that's in the plane, and have that ahead of time and use it in the sim, even if the panel's a little bit different. Take a picture of the panel of the plane you're gonna fly, take a picture of the checklist. That's what I did. I did that before I scheduled my discovery flight, or it was scheduled, but it was before the discovery flight. I went to the flight school and said, hey, could I go out to the plane and take a couple of pictures of it? And they said, yeah, sure. So I go out to the plane, open it up, I sat in it, and I took some pictures of it. And I took a picture of the checklist front and back, and I just referred to that, and I compared it with the plane that I had in the sim, and I have it, our cameras on their phones are so freaking good. I can zoom in and I see, oh, that's the beacon. What the fuck is a beacon? So I look up, beacon light. Okay, that's the one that you turn on before, and that's this thing that says, master switch on, beacon on, mixture, and so you start piecing all of this stuff together with the plane that you're going to be using, and then you go into the sim and you're like okay, well, the beacon in my plane is over here. Where's the beacon in this one? Oh, okay, well, it's over here. Cool. That's a little bit different, but at least I know where mine is and I know where this one is. So if you're using your real world checklist and the plane's a little bit different, you can still go, okay, I know where my plane beacon is, but this plane beacon's over here. Or, fuel pump, or, this one doesn't have a vacuum. Like the vacuum gauge in the plane that I flew was in a different location than the one in the sim. So I would always just go like, okay, well, the vacuum pump is over here. It's a clock in this one, but I'd be looking for that. And okay, so now, that looks good. And, so you can, if you're prepared, you can create a lot of good habits despite things not being perfect. And that is important. You don't want to take any steps back. And then just, when you get into the real plane, if you have perfected landing in the simulator, get into that real plane as if you have no idea what you're doing, because you ultimately will not. but then, like, that's where, like, the money saving stuff comes in. Okay, so if you get into the airplane, the checklist backwards and forwards. The panel of your plane backwards and forwards. That's like 2 lessons worth of stuff that you don't have to cover with the CFI. So now you've got the checklist down, you've got the panel down, you've got the procedure down, you've got, taxiing, where to taxi, where to go, what to say on the radios, all that stuff. Now it's just like, okay, let's teach you how to fly this airplane. You've already, just exactly, less task saturation. So the CFI has nothing else other than teaching you how to fly the plane to do. All of it. I mean, most people, lesson number 1, they get in the airplane or they get to the plane and it's like, okay, here, I mean, you'll spend an hour on your pre-flight check. That's one thing that you could do ahead of time as well, is learn how to pre-flight the plane. And that'll save you a bunch of time as well. But yeah, get into the plane. It's like, okay, see those red switches? That's the battery. And the other red switch, that's the alternator. And then you've got, this switch does this. If you can eliminate all of that, hop in the plane, master's on, beacons on, mixture full rich, fuel pumps on for 3 seconds, pull that out, crack the throttle, start it up. You know, so he doesn't have. I didn't even notice, Arnold. I didn't even notice. This is probably not the preferred approach to this runway here. Well, I guess you could probably take it in. You just, instead of coming straight in, you could make a nice tight right base. Ooh, someone's got the slip in. Arnold, is that you right there? I feel like you would have the forward slip going. Oop, where's that center line, dude? Where's that center line? Okay, since he was doing the forward slip, power out, right rudder, left aileron, dropping out of the sky. That was you? That was you, Fisher? Nice. I've tried to do this in the sim where I land on one wheel. And then get on the other wheel. Just go wheeling it down the road. That is awesome. All right, one more. Oh, this one's actually really close. There's the next one. All right, we're gonna have to do 2 more because this one's too close. It's like friggin' right here. I got lost. Yeah, this is a beautiful place to get lost at for sure. Is this airport even? It's saying that it's like right here, but I don't see any airport there. Could that be a field right there? Of course the internet popped out again. Oh, still with everybody. Over our nose. Do not see anything. CPT Darkin, thanks, man. Yeah, that doesn't look like any airport over there. No. All right, we'll get there. Yeah, this is so freaking pretty. What's up, flight? I am drinking the ubiquitous Kirkland brand scotch. It's friggin' delicious, and it's like 17 bottles for an entire handle. That is a pretty tough combination to beat. How are you doing, man? Everything good in your world? You made a tequila sunrise this evening? That's freaking awesome. Oh yeah, dude, Kirkland is awesome. We get their vodka in like 3 handles at a time. They're $12. $12 handle of vodka, just have endless cocktails. Had to get tequila out for the debate. Oh man. Yeah, that was a total mess. Yeah, that is a excellent bargain. Dude, we're hauling ass in this little cub. I like it. Kind of going in the wrong direction though, so we gotta climb. You know, I enjoy tequila as well, unironically. I do like tequila as well. Yeah, yeah. I can't even bring myself to comment. I don't want to comment because I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, it was something. It was definitely something. Okay, we're making our way to our final stop. I hope it's a good one. You know, Flight, I have been, I've been studying, I've been working on a bunch of stuff. We've got like a few flights planned. Q, who I'm almost positive you know, like we've been doing some cross-country planning and stuff, and it's been tough for the last month with the weather. And then his work schedule has been getting in the way of a few flights. We had a trip planned for Saturday. That's not going to work out, but we might get in some hood time tomorrow, which would be really nice. And then play by ear the long trips. What we're going to try to do, what kind of weather getting away? It was 115 degrees for like 3 weeks straight, and then it was really smoky and fiery for another 3 weeks after that. So it was not your typical kind of weather limiting weather or flying limiting weather, but it was just like we didn't touch planes at all. But we've got a couple of like longer flights that we're gonna try to do. Instead of taking it like 2 hours at a time, we're just gonna do like Watsonville and Grand Canyon are 2 that we're gonna do, and probably add in a few more in there where, you know, it's just cross country under the hood and get some stuff done. Schedule are written. I don't want to do the written too early, because I want to start the study ramp up. Why do I keep going to is somebody like tipping my wing? But I want to coincide the studying ramp up with like actually getting into the hardcore stuff. Like right now, I'm slowly just building the time. You've answered 3 questions on Shepard. Oh, that's really funny. You're almost there. You're almost there, Ryan. That's really funny. So pretty. Shepherd Air does. I love the lady that you talk to on Shepherd Air. She's so nice. Yeah, I think I got a nice little thumbnail there. Thumbnail there. All right, we're getting there. I did some of their private. I think it was Shepherd that I did a little bit. Yeah, I have not picked an IFR ground school yet. I liked M0A for the private written prep. We'll see. Brad really likes sporties, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. But I mean, I haven't really heard of any that are bad. Oh, look at this! Look at this crew. Damn. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, they all have the questions now. But I'm looking for more like what's the best ground, online ground school for it rather than the test prep. Because if I was just looking for just the test prep, which is what I did for the private, like I didn't do any online ground school. I just did the written prep. I would just go back to M0A because they were perfectly fine. What was that? What was that, Arnold?
Pull up. Pull up.
Flying Dutchman 111, welcome aboard. Thank you for following. Happy Tuesday. And just skim these trees here. Straight ahead. Somewhere out there we've got a nice little runway that we will call our own. Call our home for the night. Yeah, we're doing a little cubbing around here. This thing is a lot of fun in this simulator, for sure. I'm breaking my bank with CFI ground, but written is a different ballgame. Yeah. There is no one way to do it. So the Discord, Ryan just updated the Discord little blurb there, but we're almost to 1,000 members, which is amazing. Obviously, it's a threshold that I would love to hit, just because for some reason we all like nice round numbers. But it has been such a fantastic community, and I wanted to thank everybody that is currently in it already and active in it. It's really become just a daily highlight of mine to interact with all you guys in the Discord and all the conversations. It's really, really fun. Tomorrow I am publishing a new YouTube video, which I'm really excited about, and I will be at everyoneing when I launch that, because I want a lot of people to see it. It's a little bit different than videos that I've done before, just a little bit. I mean, it's essentially the same, but we just go out of the plane for the first time for a longer period of time, and we'll be curious what you guys think of it. But yeah, thank you again to everybody that is so active in the Discord. It's a lot of fun. And if you're new, if you're looking to learn how to fly, or want, you know, just like a community to help support your flight sim habit, Chrysantha, thank you very much for joining the Discord. Welcome. What are we at now? How many people are we at now? It's been such a 998. If there are 2 people that are watching right now that are not following, that have not joined the Discord, oh, I would love it. If we get 2 more, Julia. I think she's probably got the door closed. Freaking 998. That's hilarious. 998 people in that Discord. I remember when it was Taserface. Taserface is in there. 999. Oh boy. Oh boy. One more. Let's have one. That is really freaking crazy. That is so awesome. Do we get it?
Pull up. Pull up.
Not yet. B-Rad. B-Rad, how's it going? Happy Tuesday. B-Rad, I'm gonna ask you to do something that you like right away. I know you just got here, B-Rad, and I really appreciate it. We're at 999 members in the Discord. 999. We need one more person to hit the 1,000. Is B-Rad gonna do the follow? Oh, look at that low pass. The follow followed by Discord ad immediate. Is it gonna happen? I mean, to be fair, B-Rad just got here. He probably does not even know if he wants anything to do with any of us, which is fair. Just fair. I don't blame you. Slug bug. Did we get it? Was that it? I feel like something just happened and it did it. Yep, it did. I just got like a little, like, get custom features, like a weird little 1,000 Discord members. That is awesome. Just got in. I was 1,000. Slugbug, thank you. Yeah, I did sense it. Yeah, Slugbug got it. He was 1,000. That is so freaking hilarious. We did it. That really is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's an active one too, which is wild. Yeah, so Captain Darkon, who was in here a little bit earlier, when I first started this, I was using his Discord as like my Discord as a way to chat with people, and he was like, dude, as much as I love you sending people to my Discord, you really should get your own. And I was like, not really.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh, Flying with Arnold. Arnold, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Slug Bug. The 1000th Discord member. That's awesome. Arnold, I appreciate that, dude. That's really cool. Yeah, it's so fun to have such a cool active community that is, shares so much stuff, helps people out. Like, it really is really cool. Yeah, I don't know, Taserface. I don't know. It says it's 10 miles out, so it's like, it's somewhere out here.
Hey,
May have bit off more than I can chew on this one.
buddy.
Arnold, thank you for another gifted sub to Chrysantha. That's really, really awesome. This is really the type of thing I need to keep my interest in all things flying. Slugbug, I will say that this is fun, but wait till you get in the Discord when that thing's really, really humming along. It is such a great learning tool. It's in a community, like it's awesome. You will learn so much stuff if you're active in that Discord. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. Arnold, thank you for the gifted subs, dude. That's super cool. I'm not going anywhere physically, so this virtual community is going to be great. Good. Well, I'm glad you found us, and I hope it benefits you in any way that you need. Any and every way that you need. I don't know what that is, Flight. Should I know what that is? HEB? Is that like is that like a real pilot thing that I should know? Oh, grocery store? No. What's up, Rob?
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Arnold, tier 2, 20 months. Arnold, you are freaking rock star, dude. Thank you so much for the constant support. That is just awesome, man. I didn't get tier 2 because I like you that much. It's because I want Jerry. Oh my god, that is... Arnold, thank you, dude. That's so funny. Oh my god. We should be getting close, man. That's so funny. Taserface, it will happen. There will be a John Wayne Airport, and it will be beautiful, and everything will be right in the aviation world. Ryan, that's so funny, dude. That's awesome. Good old Jerry. Whoa, that's some tight formation right there. I love that.
This is a good use of tax dollars, okay?
Okay. Chrysantha, is that are you local? Are you in Orange County? Yeah. Man, yeah, where is this freaking airport? We're close. Holy crap, no way, you're in RSM? My wife and I go to RSM almost weekly to the Blind Pig for happy hour. We drive, what is it, I guess Santiago Canyon Road, that turns into Chapman. And like we'll walk around the lake, go to Blind Pig all the time. That road is so nice that we'll sometimes go to the Trader Joe's by that Target just to like go for a drive. That's hilarious. Dude, we'd be so screwed right now, flight. But I feel like this thing gets I just hit severe icing. When clouds are on, I've had that happen here too because we're so high up. But yeah, flight. I feel like in this Cub, we're going you can go so slow that you could probably just stall it going like backwards into a tree and be fine. Or just like, oh, wasn't there that? I saw it on social media like a bunch today, that Cub that got caught in the tree and then they chopped the tree down. We'll definitely, Ryan, we're gonna do another fly-in for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, and it'll be sooner than later for sure, because yeah, that we had way too much fun. And just making it like a little less formal, you know, I think will be really good too. Dude, where is that airport? Where is it saying that airport is? Oh, there it is. There's something. All right, you ready, flight? Engine out. You can't actually turn the engine off for some stupid reason on this thing. What is this? Ignition. There we go. You gotta turn that. I forgot you had to turn the mags off. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead now. Yes. Yeah. Get him. That had to have been you, right? Right, Arnold? You tried to feather the props in this? Oh my god. Okay, what's my plan? I think it's gonna be the crossover is the best way to do it. Oh yeah, this is great. What do we got down there? Oh, and a twin. Oh no, I thought you were talking, Conti. I thought you were talking about like in the Cub. Oh my god, that's funny.
500.
All right, how do I time the energy? Now, it's in a Cub, and we've got a paved piece of runway that's pretty long. I have no idea what best glide actually is. I feel like I'm gonna just add a little bit of drag here. Can always take it out. I'm a smidge high. Dude, how great is this scenery? My God, it's so good. Okay. Have I planned this well? I don't know. This is Papua. It's my favorite place to go bush flying in this sim. I did not. Perfect, just perfect. And now it starts again. Look at this cool little airport though. Wow, this is super cool. This would be a legit little home base. Paved runway right in the heart of Papua. I know, yeah, that little burst did help. I don't know where that came from. I did not ask it for that, actually. What? A Cirrus SR-22? Wrong. I'm totally wrong. All right, this is Whiskey Alpha Yankee Lima. So let's go Whiskey Alpha Yankee Lima Airport. Papua, Indonesia. We got airports. I'm gonna see if I can pull up what this actually looks like on a map. Yeah, there it is. Right on. Here we go. Little hangy guy? Nope. Okay. That's awesome. There's that little development, if you want to call it that we passed over. How cool is that? Just exactly. Where did we end up? Just right in the heart of it. Yeah. That's pretty rad. Oh. Chili. What's up, man? You. I know we should do a group photo. Chili, you came at the worst time, but I super appreciate. Oh man, that is so funny. That's how it goes though, man, right? Sim Caesar, what's up, dude? We'll get a little groupy group shot there. Nah, that sucks. That's not a good one. Yo, couldn't you have gotten a little more creative on your paint job there, Cub? Yeah, this is awesome. 5 hours? Oh, dude. That's quite the haul, man. What did I hit? 3.5? 3.5 is still pretty good. But yeah, 5 is crazy. Yeah, this is a really fun part about this sim, is being able to do this to this level with the engines running, audio, just awesome. What a cool airport. Yeah, well, dude, I really appreciate the raid. You are the man. I will never forget. What's voice meter? That's my digital soundboard. Basically, you can put in a bunch of different inputs and change the levels and stuff. But yeah, well, I will not forget the fact that you were the very first person that ever chatted in a stream that I did, which is super cool. 24-hour Cub flight across the U.S. Okay, well, here's the thing. Julia is going out of town next week, which means that I can stream as much as I want to. So maybe we could do a super long, yeah, 1,000 Discord member stream. Dude, I'm just saying, maybe we could do something really crazy. 24 hours would just be nuts. But maybe we do a long haul. Maybe we just buckle up and then do a freaking crazy long haul flight in one of these tiny ass little planes. 152s. Oh, I want to get some 152s. Just, this is a sick picture, by the way. That looks really cool. Yeah, maybe we hop in some slant whiskey or slant uniform, and then just go John Wayne to Bora Bora in a 152. But let's just like see how far we can get. Hey, Carbon Cub, put your flaps up. We're not animals here, okay? We're civilized people. Civilized pilots. Flaps up. Or we just all put them down in defiance of the unwritten rules. There you go. There we go. That's better. That that's better. There you go. Oops. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to do some like pretty good size little flight. I mean, I do have a couple of actual long cross country flights coming up that could do some prep for, or just do Seattle, Tacoma to John Wayne.